up, YouTube? Jay Don's back out another one. Before we get into this one, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you comment, and make sure you run up on that subscribe button. Let's get right into this one. Alright, so we're going to be talking about Leonard Williams. Big Cat. The guy who led the Giants in sacks in 2020. A guy who a lot of Giants fans want back on the team in 2021. And I am also one of those Giants fans. Don't let the title fool you. I am also one of those Giants fans, but for the right cost. For the right cost. I have no problem with Leonard Williams. I don't want nobody to come out of this video thinking that I have a problem with Leonard Williams, that I hate Leonard Williams. I don't think the Giants should re-sign him. That's not it. That's not the case. It's definitely not the case. My problem with Leonard Williams is he worth this $22 million contract that he's going to be asking for from the Giants? And if you're being 100% honest with yourself, can you deeply say that Leonard Williams is going to be worth this contract that he's going to ask? I thought of it night and day. I think every single Giants fan has thought of it night and day. Like, you're just walking, taking a walk at the park. And as a Giants fan, you just randomly think, should we re-sign Leonard Williams or Dalvin Tomlinson? It's the craziest thing. It's going to be a big decision on how the Giants defense is going to look like in 2021 about who they should keep. And I've been on the fence of saying that the Giants should keep Dalvin Tomlinson, not because he's better than Leonard Williams. I'm not saying that. Leonard Williams was one time a Pro Bowler, and Leonard Williams could have been a Pro Bowler this year. I'm not saying that Dalvin Tomlinson is better than Leonard Williams, but he's cheaper. He is cheaper. He has been with the team his whole career, and he's been a very good, suitable piece on the defense. He has. And Leonard Williams, before coming to the Giants in a trade that was already questionable at the time from Dave Gettleman, he wasn't what he is now. He wasn't. He wasn't labeled a whole bust, but he never reached that potential that we all saw coming out of USC when he played for the Jets. We never seen him reach that. And I just think that we have to take that into account, that before he became a Giant, he wasn't doing what he's doing now. I wanted to bring to you guys' attention some of the players that make over $20 million. Some of them you can already know, like Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, but let's get right into that one. Khalil Mack is an absolute game wrecker. When he's not if you're not double teaming Khalil Mack, your offensive tackle is going to have a long day. Aaron Donald, he makes $22.5 million. Aaron Donald's one of the best pass rushers to ever do it. And he's getting paid $22.5 million. You know, he's had a 20-sack season on his record. He has that. Khalil Mack absolutely turned the Bears' defense all the way around when he got there. He made that type of impact. He turned that Bears team into a playoff team himself, just adding him on the team. DeMarcus Lawrence. Now, this is the one that I'm scared this is what he's going to become. I don't want Leonard Williams to be another DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence, I want to say in 2018, had a great year. I want to say he had 13, 12, 11 sacks. Had a great season for the Cowboys. Jerry Jones went out, paid him a big contract. And what has he done ever since getting that contract? What has he done? He never reached back to double-digit sacks after the contract. He hasn't lived up to a $20 million per year player. He hasn't. And it's another player in free agency now who's going to be I think he's going to be a free agent. Hassan Reddick. I want to say Hassan Reddick's going to be a free agent. Correct me if I'm wrong. This year, he had 12.5 sacks. 12.5 sacks. You say that's a good year. But if you break it all down, 5 of those 12.5 sacks came against the Giants. The Hassan Reddick game. The game where Daniel Jones came back too early after the hamstring injury, and Andrew Thomas and the whole offensive line just had a bad game, and they had troubles stopping Hassan Reddick and Marcus Golden and stuff like that. Half of his sacks, or a good amount of his sacks, are coming from one game. And who knows how much money he's going to command on the open market. And I'm talking about Hassan Reddick. Leonard Williams is a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player. But is he worth $22 million? Is he worth $22 million? when you take into account that you want a number one wide receiver for your quarterback, when you want to bring in a new tight end, maybe if you're not sold on Evan Ingram, when you want to have another cornerback to complement James Bradbury, those are things you have to think about when you're evaluating Leonard Williams and the contract. This is going to be one of my last arguments when I'm talking about Leonard Williams. I want to say this again. Please don't think I don't like Leonard Williams. I like Leonard Williams. It might seem like I'm bashing him, but I like Leonard Williams. Don't get it wrong. I like Leonard Williams. If the Giants can bring him back for a $16 to $18 million contract, I would be definitely on board with that. Trust me, I would be on board with that. But when we're talking about Leonard Williams, we need to understand that he isn't the pass rusher that the Giants need. We are coming into this free agency still saying we need a pass rusher. If we're paying Leonard Williams $20, $21, $22 million a season, we shouldn't be having to come into 2021 saying we still need a pass rusher. That shouldn't be the case. If Leonard Williams is worth this $22 million contract that we're thinking about giving him, we need to know that he can give us this type of production that he did this year for the next 4 to 3 seasons. That's it. The Giants still need a pass rusher, even with Leonard Williams on the team. We still need him. We still need a pass rusher. We don't need a pass rusher who gets pressure from the interior. We don't need that. We need outside edge. We need an edge rusher, a TJ Watt, a JJ Watt, a Khalil Mack. Not saying they got to be a Khalil Mack, but we need that prototype of pass rusher. We don't want a nose tackle, defensive tackle type pass. We don't need that. We have Dalvin Tomlinson. We have Dexter Lawrence. Hell, we have BJ Hill. BJ Hill had a good rookie year. We have BJ Hill. We have guys in the interior. We're straight there. It's the edge where we get these problems where we have Lorenzo Carter and O'Shane Zimenez and Kyler Fackrell. Those are the things. This is the reason why I'm not sold on Leonard Williams about giving him this big old contract, because even when we give him that contract, we still need a pass rusher. And also, Leonard Williams doesn't give you consistently pressure on the QB. He doesn't. He's not going to wreck a game. He's not going to do that. The Ravens game, the Giants couldn't get any pressure. Lamar Jackson was just sitting in the pocket, going through his progressions, absolute no pressure in his face, and he killed us. If we're going to give Leonard Williams his contract, that can't happen. We're going to need him to consistently get pressure on the quarterback, because we don't have no player on this team right now that can do that. We don't. So, I want to hear what you guys' thoughts on this is. You heard my thoughts. If the Giants do end up giving him that contract, I'm not going to be the biggest fan of it. But, I trust Joe Judge. I trust Dave Gettleman to make the right move. I trust him to make the right move. I want to know what you guys' thoughts on this is. I want to hear your guys' opinion on it. That's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out. Go Giants.